My question is really, really quick. You don't have to calculate anything. First, I just want to say I appreciate you, teaching this. What you're teaching, we actually do the math in my MBA program. Like we literally do the math. And the fact that you have the software to do that is just astonishing. It saves a lot of time from really just calculating all that math.
Yes.
But I think I have a question about when you say cancel, and I'm sorry for not understanding, excuse my ignorance ahead
Right.
of time. When you say cancel out the interest, how do you, like I see for line one, you broke it down eloquently, so I understood that part of it. But when
Right.
we got to the cumulative
Mhm.
interest and principal,
Mhm.
that part is where I'm lost. Do you make another payment, or do you wrap that payment all into the first line of the interest principal? I don't know if I'm asking the right
You
question.
are asking it perfectly.
Thank you.
All right. So here's what I'm hearing. You tell me if I got it right. When we're making the initial mortgage payment, you're paying it online. There could be a line that says, put an additional principal payment here. Okay. You can send it in with the mortgage payment. But what I'm talking about is if you send it in anytime during the month before the first of the next month, you can literally make your first payment on the first of the month and then send them that one principal payment on the 29th of the month and lose that interest. All you have to do is pay it before the first of the next month.
Got it. The cumulative one, the one where you were like taking the cumulative interest and you were dividing it by the cumulative principal.
Right.
Yeah, that part. So you can also send that, you said before that.
Right. So if I'm here, if I'm making my payment on line number one, let's put that back on the screen. And then I'm looking at how much principal I need to pay to get the biggest bang for my buck. See, our computers will do all of the work to tell you how much you're going to take out of savings to put on the debt. So let's just say that in your situation, it says, let's take $872.57 out. Okay. You made payment number one. We're going to add an additional $872.57. And the program also tells you which day of the month it will be that month. Next time you make extra payment, it could be on a different day because we need to do that to optimize your savings. We're going to pay the $872.57. And then we knock out payments number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and the interest on lines 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And our next payment for this program is actually on line 8. Boom. We knock off payments and we knock off interest. That's what we're doing. So if we are doing this kind of thing, then we can know how much interest we're saving. But if you're using your amortization schedule that you get with the bank, once you make a prepayment, it's destroyed. I don't care if you pay an extra dollar, the numbers don't line up anymore. You need to constantly redo this thing. And that's what our program does for you. And here's what's interesting. You've gone to the grocery store and to the department store and bought some stuff on sale. Don't they print how much you save at the bottom of the receipt?
Yes, sir.
And why do they do that?
It's a good question because then banks don't do that. So
Oh, you knew where I was going?
yeah.
Banks don't tell you if you're giving them that extra, they don't tell you how much you saved, but your grocery store and your department store will. Isn't that funny how banks won't tell you how much you save when you give them extra money? You know what's even more strange? We don't even bother to ask. And if we did, they couldn't tell us anyway. They don't know how these loans work. The bank owners know, but not the people that work in the bank. So this is what we're talking about. We want to make sure that people can know from now on, if we could save that money, we can then invest that money because we had planned to spend it. Now that we don't have to spend that interest to acquire the same asset, we're acquiring that asset for 2/3 less in interest. We're cutting out about 75%. And we could take that money now and invest it in our futures instead of giving it to the bank so that they can invest it and make money. So this is what we're talking about. Miss Porsha, thank you so much for your question.
Thank you. I don't have a house yet, but when I do, I know what to do now. So I appreciate it.
Call us while you're in the process because getting the loan set up in the right way is half the battle. So what we're doing when we go get the loan, we get advice from the loan officer about which loan to pick. Let's not get our advice there.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.